stand out. So basically, it's talking about the gray man mentality. It's what we all talk about.
Hi guys.
The second dimension, though, after you leave, is the
Warchild Warrior
cultural
here.
awareness, which means constantly weighing
Sitting on
actions
my
and
couch.
purposes against the prevailing cultural context. If the general
I'm
population
sitting on my
forgoes
couch
ketchup on their
for a moment.
sandwiches or ice in their drinks, the operative will follow suit.
I'm not a couch
Basically, just
potato.
saying that's all part. That's like a deeper level. Of
I'm not a
watching our
lazy
surroundings and watching
person,
how other people are acting and what they're doing.
but I'm taking a moment to sit on this
when you're going out in
couch
the world and stuff like that.
because
I know we all like I protest.
I need a moment to
you know what I do sometimes?
think
Like
about some
to a
things.
store, like a gas station. I saw it at a gas station 2 or 3 times a day.
I need a moment to
as they go in and out.
think about
really about half and half. And I also
all of this stuff
a lot of the workers, if they're not wearing masks,
that has been presented to us
you can still blend in. Now, if everyone's
on
just
the
wearing a mask,
TV
you're
and
like
in the
watching
news,
people who aren't wearing masks and stuff.
and I have to think about what it means. I have to think about
and then after the cultural awareness is the situational awareness.
what we're going to do in response to it, why we're going to respond the way that we respond to it.
To take before a crisis strikes. So that's just when we're
I have to consider other people and the way they behave and the way they respond to the things they're being asked or told to do. Their responses to my responses, and so on and so on. And my head is just filled with all this stuff. And if you know anything about the recent events that have been taking place in the last few days, then you know about the masks, right? The masks, I mean, as far as, one mask not being enough anymore. Now we need to wear 2 or 3 or 4 masks. And they're saying this is effective. So what they're really admitting is that the one mask that we were all told to wear, that didn't work. It's not working, like we all suspected, like we all knew. And we tried to explain to the professionals and the experts that it's not working, it doesn't work. But they told us, yes, it does. You're wrong. It does work. You have to do it. So now they're saying, well, because of the new variants that are all being released, I'm saying being released because I believe that this COVID thing, this COVID virus, I'm not saying it's not real. I'm saying that it's man-made. It was like the bath salts. Everyone, whatever happened to the bath salts, remember? It was an experiment. These are all experiments, okay? They release these things to the public to see what the response is going to be on both sides of the fence. So this COVID thing,
I've been reading through this book and I came across
it was released to us, upon us. And so,
I would call it a combustible diversion.
With that being said,
a little bit more milquetoast to say it that way.
It is a real virus, but the numbers that we're given every day about this many people are now infected, this many new cases here and there and everywhere, and wear 2 masks now because we were wrong about wearing 1 mask. It doesn't work, so we got to wear 2 now. You know what? 2 masks don't work. We were wrong about that, so put on a 3rd one.
I'm waiting on that. They keep trying to push
the vaccines, right? Some people take them and they're just fine. Nothing happens and they're all good to go. Other people take them and they die. They pass out. They get sick. Their skin turns purple, fucking whatever. And it's because everyone's different. Everyone's chemical makeup is different inside. Everyone's pain tolerance is different. Everyone's personality is different. Everyone, So the thing
Anyway,
is that
the skill that I
we
was
can't be expected
playing with
to
today,
all take this one thing
just trying to get it to
and
work.
then the
It
results be
worked.
the same for every single
Alright, so you got
person.
these, you got the little cheapest stick lighters they
Now,
sell.
is that
The
saying,
ones that
well,
have
because of that,
the thing on
then
the
the
back
people that react to
where you
it
can make the flame higher or
positively
lower.
should just take it? The
At
people
first I was like,
that,
well, you can only do it with those. Then
don't
I saw
respond
after I saw
well
it
to
happen,
it,
I
don't
said, well,
take
all
it.
you need is just
But
a
the point
flame
is
something
how do you
on.
know
So
if you're going to respond well
anyway,
to it
but it
unless you
worked.
take it?
Yeah,
So
take the
the
fire
solution
guard, the
is
flame guard off. It
don't
pops
take it at
right
all,
off.
point
It's like
blank,
clipped on
period.
there.
Rely
You
on
pull it off
your
and jimmy it off with a knife
self-defenses,
or
your
anything.
own
It works good.
self-defenses in
All right,
here,
once you do that,
your immune
this little
system.
thing that makes the flame go higher,
Build that
you
up
just
to
sit, you
make
can lift
that
it up over to
stronger
here.
instead
So
of
you go all the way to the plus,
this
lift it up,
backward shit
and then you bring
with
it
the
back down,
vaccines,
and then you turn it back over again.
We got
All
celebrities
right, and
coming
so
on
what it does is
TV
it makes
saying, hey, there's
it
nothing wrong
releases
with these
more gas
vaccines.
faster,
I
and
just
it
took
get
it.
higher.
It's
I remember
perfectly
in high
fine.
school we
Go
would do
ahead and
this,
take
and
it.
we would just, and everyone, they
You
were
got,
called crack fighters.
all these politicians
And
on
for
TV
a long time I
receiving
didn't
the
know why,
vax.
and so we
And
explained it, I guess when you're smoking
we
crack
all
pipe, you want the
know
flame as big
that
as possible.
a lot of those people are either getting
Sorry, I didn't mean to go there.
placebos,
But
which is
anyway,
sugar
if
water,
you keep
essentially,
doing that, if you keep turning it up,
or
turning it up,
they're not
eventually it's
getting
just
the
some gas
vax,
on its on.
point
And
blank,
so when you
period, but
light
they're
the
making it
flame
look like they're receiving
and
it
let
on
it go, it won't go
TV.
down.
Look very
The flame will
closely
stay
at
there.
the needle,
Okay?
the
Once you got the
plunger,
flame
when
staying
they
there,
receive
you
the
gotta have a
shot.
piece of
Are
tape
they
ready.
actually pushing the
You just
plunger
take
down?
it
Is their
to
needle
show you
actually
with it.
going
Okay?
into
The
their
reason I'm
arm?
learning this,
What
guys,
kind of,
is because if
can you
someone, like, let's say
see
it's just my
inside of the
daughter, at
syringe?
her
Is
home
there
sick,
is there
and
liquid?
we
Is
need to
there
look out,
fluid being pushed into
and
their arm?
so you set
You
up this
know,
diversion. You put it on
because
a
there's all
tree so
kinds of
in
little
the
things,
opposite
little
direction of
tricks
where,
that they use to
the light hits the
trick
motor.
us and deceive
And
us.
they go
They
there,
go on
or
TV
it could be away
and,
from the
there's
wood, maybe
cameras
there,
everywhere showing that they're receiving the
or just the
shot,
way,
but we didn't look close enough. Oh, and
getting
it
out of
turns
your
out
car
that they
here so
didn't
we can
push
look
the
out.
plunger down.
But anyway,
Oh, there was nothing actually
at
in the
first I was like,
syringe.
well,
There was no
it all
needle
depends on
in the
these high
fucking
stick lighters.
syringe, so they
And
didn't
I thought,
actually even, there's all these different things
you
that they
have a
use
lighter,
to trick
you have a
us. So they
candle, you can
say,
do the same
look,
exact
we
thing.
got it. We took
Okay?
the shot and we're fine. When actually,
Just
you go get
it's
the shot
one more
and
step
it's
I would
something
guess.
completely different than what they
You'd light the
actually
candle,
received.
right? Take it to the tree.
So what I'm saying is don't
And then
take the
take
fucking
the
shot, point blank,
lighter
period. Don't wear the mask,
over the
because
flame.
if
Right,
you
look,
wear the
and,
first one,
plastic, all the gas is released at once.
they're going to say, oh, this guy's a pushover.
Fireworks show.
Go ahead and make him wear 2 now.
Not a weapon.
No, fuck that. Make him wear 3 now. Oh, these guys are just going to do anything we say. So you know what? Make them wear 4 masks, 25 feet social distancing, and they can't go to work ever again.
Or even just thinking that you might
Because they're going to, this is their attitude. They're going to just take whatever we give to them. They're going to bend over anytime we say bend over. So you know what? Give them whatever we want. Do whatever we want at this point. Because you know what it looks like? It looks like society is not going to fight back. It looks like no one's going to resist this. So guess what? Green light, all of it. That's their attitude. And that's what's happening. No one is arguing. No one is fighting back. Everyone is complying. Okay, I'll put on the mask. Okay, I'll put on this mask. Okay, you're right. I'll just go ahead and wear this when I go into the store. Oh, you're right. You know what? Fuck it. There's no point in fighting this or resisting this. So just go ahead and give it to me. Oh, yeah. You know what? I give up. There's no point. You see all these people. They're just giving in. They're caving in because they're alone. They are living in their head. I have a problem with that. And, I've gone through issues and things. And so you got all these people that are now living in their head. They're alone in their apartments or their houses. They are wearing 4 masks. They're not going to work. They're stressing about money. They're stressing about the place that they live. Family members and friends have left them because they don't agree with what they're doing or what they're saying or what they believe. So now you've got an entire generation, an entire society on its knees, basically at the point of...
That would be awesome, Rip. I would love to see that one, bro.
Just the breaking point. They're at the point of going over the cliff, over the edge. It's like they've got the handgun in their hands.
Freaking ridiculous.
They've got one bullet in the chamber, and they're just pulling the trigger, waiting for that one shot. Because at this point, what's the fucking point? That's how a lot of people are feeling. There's no way that we can advance and get out of this. There's no way that this is going to stop or change or slow down or change course. You know, this thing, all of these things, all of these situations, all of these scenarios, they're playing out perfectly to the tune of these stupid mayors and governors and our ridiculous president that we have now. This guy is senile. This guy has dementia. This guy is Fruit Loop Looney Tune down the road fucking crazy. And everybody is just in love with this guy. Oh yeah, he had the most votes ever in the history of voting in the world. Oh yeah, Joe Biden, he's the favorite. He was favored over Trump, over Bush, over Obama, Hillary, all of them. Oh yeah, this guy Biden, he's what we've all been needing for 100 years.
I know, man. There were so many
right.
That's why I love
that bumbling old fool that we see on TV who can't even complete a sentence without fucking it up. He's the guy that we all trust now. He's the guy that's going to lead us to freedom and the promised land, and he's going to save the country and save the world and fucking save everybody. This guy, the guy that sniffs hair, touches children, can't even talk without, you know, mumbling and trailing off into some weird random story about his dad and fucking whatever the fuck. Like, are you kidding me? That's the guy that we all have voted for and put our trust in? Him? I mean,
it's the weekend. Being at peace, prepping.
You know, I don't even know what to say or what to think anymore. And you know, it's no wonder that all of these idiots and these stupid people are just finding themselves in these precarious situations with no way out of it. You know, even people that are not fools are finding it very hard to get away from the foolish people that surround them. It's becoming difficult to find a place, a corner of the planet anymore where you can go and successfully survive and thrive without being bombarded by something, some people, some group, some idea, you know. I mean, we watch all these videos about people that, you know, survive out in the wild, out in the wilderness. You know, we think, well, the natives did it for fucking hundreds and thousands of years, and so did the Vikings. So how can we, you know, duplicate that or copy that? Right? You know, you've got these professional bushcrafters out there, long-term survivalists that tell you you can survive out there long-term. It's going to be a fucking journey, though. And then they end the video or the chat with, chances are you're only going to be able to do it for so long before you give up, before you wind up breaking down and giving in and going back to society, back into the world. And so,
if you guys have anything, man, please send us an email.
You know, I don't even know if we can copy what the Native Americans did and what the Vikings did, because, you know, they lived outdoors. Like, you know, they had teepees and shit, but they lived off of the land like that for a long, long time. And for us, the people that we are today, to duplicate that, to copy that and do that, you know, what does that take inside? And just and having gear, you know, because they'll tell you, you can buy all this fancy gear and have all the most expensive gear off of fucking Amazon and Cabela's, you know, and go get this and that and have all the best gear. You can have it all. But you know what? You still won't survive out in the wilderness. It's an aid. It's there to aid you in your survival attempts, right? The Native Americans didn't have any of that gear. They made things out of stone and wood and tools and the innards of the animals, and so they did survive because they had great knowledge and all that. But are we anywhere close to being able to do that and live that way? Some people are and some people aren't, but who are they? It's hard to tell anymore, who are the ones that can do it and who are the ones that can't, unless they just get out there and do it. And so that's where a lot of people are at. They're just like, you know what, I'm just going to get out there and do it. And if I make it, I make it. And if I don't, then I die. And hopefully I go to heaven. And I think that's just where a lot of people are at. They're just jumping in with both feet now at this point, and they're just basically making a decision. Look, with the way that the world is going, this is either going to go up or down, and so I have to make a choice. I have to do something, so I'm just going to jump in and see what happens. And so I think that, a lot of people are discovering now what they're able and what they're capable of doing, or what they're not able and not capable of doing, and that's good to find that out, but maybe they should have done it a long time ago. And I'm not saying it's too late now, but if you're going to do something, get on it. Do it now. Today, maybe tomorrow, if you're even alive tomorrow, God willing. But it has to be done now, today, hours. You've got... And I don't mean to sound so like, oh, well, this shit's, you rush it. You got to rush it. You want to take your time, but you don't want to take too much time. And I mean, it's just this mandates here and, fucking 40 executive orders, man. He has broken the record in the history of presidents and executive orders. He broke it. He shattered it. He fucking shattered it. 40 some odd executive orders. And I mean, I've read some of them, but I mean, he's doing 2 or 3 every hour, it seems like. So it's like, just when you get caught up on the last 5, he's got 3 more that you need to go find out about. And it's just like, Jesus, man, forgive me, Lord, for speaking your name in vain, but Jesus, Lord have mercy. I mean, fucking 40 executive orders? Trump. I mean, and this is if you buy into the whole left-right paradigm, right? But Trump, let's just say Trump, how many executive orders did he do in his 4 years? How many? 10? Maybe? Biden in his first 3 days did fucking 20, 17, some odd shit. How long has he been in there? To date, how long has Biden been in office as the president? And he's got 40 written up. What's the situation with China? Their boats, they've still got a couple of their barges off of the coast of California there. San Diego, Santa Barbara, LA. They're all sprinkled along there. They're not gone. They're still there. The barges are just sitting there. Why haven't they come to shore to deliver those things that are on those boats? Why don't they go back to where they came from if they're not going to come in to deliver the goods that are on there, on those ships? What are they doing? Just sitting there? Why are there Navy ships around those barges? Why haven't they moved? Are they just keeping an eye on these ships to see what they're going to do? How long are they going to wait? It's been, as far as I know, it's been like 2 weeks or a week at least. That's just one situation. I mean, God, Dabu7 said it best the other day. He said there are so many little things happening at once, sprinkled in with big things that are happening at once, all at once. And so you've got different size events all happening at once, all in different areas, and you're trying to pay attention to each one and then deliver the news about each one to everyone. So it's no wonder that we're just, we're behind on some of the stories. We're getting caught up each day. Like, well, hey, I forgot to tell you about this. I forgot to tell you about that. Tomorrow there's probably going to be some, 10 new things, and I'm only going to tell you about 7 of them because I can only get to 7 of them during a day. Or who knows what. I'm just saying this, there's so many things going on at one time, and all of them are negative. They're all worrisome, and they just sound bad. They just sound sketchy. There's no news story happening right now that doesn't sound like that doesn't sound like the future is gonna be anything but treacherous. It's like a fucking dirt road, and you can see 60 yards ahead of you, and all you see in the road is rocks, boulders, dips, potholes in the ground, big ones. So that going through down this road right now, you're going to be going like this the whole time. Holy shit. Just, bumping around, moving around. Sorry about the shakiness. But, that's what it's like. Every 2 seconds, every 5 feet, you're going to be hitting another pothole, hitting another rock in the road, over another bump. Your car's going to be off to the side this way, then it's going to be off to the side that way. That's what it seems like our future is right now. It's just every day, more bumps, more potholes, more shit. Politicians, Democrats, mayors, governors, vice presidents, presidents, business owners, employees, everyone is under some form of stress. And, they're pissed off because we're not buying into the bullshit. We're pissed off because they won't stop the bullshit. The business owners are pissed off because they can't feed their families now. Cops are pissed off because no one's listening. We're pissed off because the cops won't back off, So everyone's got a different opinion and a different idea of how things should go, why they should go that way. It's an argument about this. It's a debate about that. No, here, yes, there, up, down, over, and under. And it's just like, holy shit, man. There's got to be, something's got to give. Something's got to give somewhere. And some might say, well, hey, the shit's already gone. It's already given. We've already given way. Now we're just sort of flowing down this river, not knowing where it's going to go, and we're just kind of trying to hold on. And I agree with that a little bit, but whatever's going on right now, we haven't seen shit yet. Shit has hit the fan, but it's like a small fan. It's like one of those little, fans you put on your desk. There's a big fan, a huge fan in the corner of the room, and we're waiting for that bag of shit to hit that fan. That's what we're all looking at. The huge fan in the corner of the room, and we're just staring at it like, holy shit, man. When that shit hits that fan, then we're screwed. Then it's done. We're done and it's over. Right now, we're just dealing with a little desk fan and some, particles of shit hitting us in the face every couple of hours. And it's unpleasant, it sucks. But we haven't seen anything yet. Because if they're doing this now, and they're willing to do this, and they see how weak we are and how much we're willing to take, oh man, we're willing to take it right up the ass, aren't we? We're just going to take whatever they give. Yeah, you guys dish it out, we'll take it. 4 masks? Fuck yeah. The vax? Sure, give me 2 of them, 3 of them, fuck it. And so they're sitting there going, wow, this is great. We didn't think it was going to work this well, but you know what? Since it is, go ahead and double the amount of shit that we're going to dish out. Go ahead and, get the shovel, man. These spoons ain't working. Get the shovel. And that's what's coming. We're getting spoonfuls of shit right now. We're gonna get shovelfuls of shit here come soon. So we think that we got shit in our teeth right now? No, we're gonna be picking it out of our teeth in a week, in a month. We're gonna be fucking sitting there with toothpicks and blades trying to get the chunks of crap out of our teeth. I'm telling you. The airports, the fucking, God. You can't even transport yourself in your own car now without having someone outside of your car tell you something about it. Hey, you sitting in your car by yourself, put on a mask. What? Like what stores, and people say, well, hey, I'll just take my business elsewhere. You go into a store, they tell you to put on a mask. You got to wear the mask, or, well, you know what, I'm not doing that. Okay, well, then you have to go to a different store. Yeah, I'll take my business elsewhere. What other store are you going to now? Where are you going to go where they're not telling you to put on a mask? Are there any stores anymore that don't tell you to put the mask on when you come in?
And the last thing that we need to add here is
Walmart, Fred Meyer, Costco, Wilco, Winco, Walgreens, all the stores that we got here. Every store, the dollar store, Safeway, Albertsons, doesn't matter. You go into any supermarket, any one of them. They all have a sign right on the door and a big fat black bulb camera right there staring you at the face. What does the sign say? Wear your mask. Put it on. You can't come in here without it. Please, social distance. They got things on the floor, 6 feet apart. Go this way. You can't go down that aisle because the arrow's pointing this way. And wow. And we're just saying, we're just going to bend over. Fuck yeah, man. Sure. Elbow, right up to the elbow. Go ahead. Right up to the elbow. You know what I'm saying. And so it's no wonder that these people, these big wigs, these fucking governors and everybody else are like, yeah, well, what, they're not going to resist. They've already made that clear. So give it to them, man. Give it to them until their assholes bleed. Fuck them. What are they going to do? Cry about it? Okay, cry about it. And then what? Excuse me, sorry. The guns, there's no ammo anymore. You can't find ammo anywhere. All I keep hearing from everybody is you might be able to find some shotgun shells, maybe. 9 mils, forget about it. 45s, AR-15s, SKS, 308s, whatever kind of rifle you got a 30-06, you got, whatever you've got, AK-47, 22 long rifle, 22 bolt action, whatever. I'm telling you, there's no ammo. If there is, you might get one box, and it'll cost you $50, maybe $60, depending on what kind of ammo it is. So even if you have a gun, at this point, you're going to have to barter for fucking ammo. And a lot of people ain't giving up the ammo because they know how hard it is to find now. So they're not trying to barter that off, trade that off. So if you can get ammo through bartering or from a store, you're damn lucky right now. If you can find a firearm, it's hard to even get a firearm anymore. Everything is bought out. I went to, where was I the other day? I was in Walmart, okay, looking at the guns that they have still left. They had 2 or 3 rifles. They look like 22s. There was a couple of shotguns, some big, bulky-ass looking shotguns, some huge motherfuckers. I mean, good shotguns, but the selection was so limited. And forget about ammo. They had no ammo to speak of at all in the entire Walmart. Target, wherever they sold gun or ammo in that area, there was none. Cabela's, forget about it. I mean, you can find some shotgun shells maybe in Cabela's. There was a few boxes. Pro Bass, that Bass outlet. It's like a Cabela's, Probass something, I can't remember. But anyway, yeah, they were all out of fucking ammo too. I went in there. I went in there just to see, because I don't have, I don't own any of that. I have a crossbow. I'm not allowed to have that. So I'm probably going to die right off the bat. But anyway, I went in there to see what kind of ammo they had. There was none. That's the other thing. Crossbows and arrows. I'm starting to see that stuff get depleted now. Compound bows, crossbows, arrows, anything like that. That stuff is starting to get depleted now because people are realizing, oh wait, well, I can't buy any firearms and any ammo anymore. What's the next best thing? Crossbow, compound bow, arrows, spear. A spear, I mean, that's pretty primitive, but if you've got nothing else, make a fucking spear. A good long 6-foot spear, man. Make that sucker strong. It's something. Fuck, dude. And I mean, God, I can't, people said, hey, I can't even believe that Trump is our president now. Back when he was our president, people were like, I can't even believe this. Really? That's what we got? And that's what I'm thinking. That's what it seems like people are thinking with this new guy, fucking Biden. Like, really? He's our president now? I mean, whatever you want about, say whatever you want to say about Trump, man, but we went from him to fucking Biden. Like, oh my God, dude, and the thing is that he's just so unlikable when he's on TV, when you hear him on the radio, and the shit that he says, it's so stupid. He is so stupid. Like, I just want to slap him in the face, like fucking like a pimp. Just, cheek slap his ass, left, right, and just like, how stupid are you? He's so dumb. He is so dumb. Joe Biden is the dumbest, worst fucking president that I think that we may have had. I mean, we've had some bad ones, right? Nixon was bad. He wasn't that great. Carter, LBJ. I don't know. There were some presidents that just weren't that great. Is Joe Biden just not that great, or is he fucking terrible? Like Trump. Some would say, he wasn't that great. He wasn't terrible, he wasn't that great. When Clinton was president, was he terrible or just, he's not that great? I thought he was fucking terrible. George Bush Sr. and Jr., fucking terrible. Obama? Some said, he's just not that great. He did a lot of damage. A lot. Trump? He's not that great. I think he was not that great. Not terrible, but not that great. Biden?